So basically, today I'm going to talk to you about dialogic reading. And in talking about dialogic reading, we're just going to talk about how to use crowd prompts and peer prompts to read to your children. Because basically, according to Grover Whitehurst, basically there are a third of children in the U.S. that basically either drop out of school or just quit. Even going to school, they'll quit all because they don't have proper vocabulary skills or sentence skills. So basically what I'm going to do is just teach you how to read to your children using crowd prompts. In using crowd prompts, we start with completion. Today I have an example of a book that I had already prepared for you. Once you read the story, first you must read the story to yourself in order to understand the story. Once you understand the story, then you would take your sticky notes and you will list your questions and whatever you wanted to prompt to your children. So for example, giving you an example, the name of this book is called Olivia Saves the Circus. In this book, I've already prepared. So basically, for instance, for a completion sentence, you have, before school, Olivia likes to make pancakes for her new little brother, William, and her other little brother, Ian. So basically, I will take this question, which will be a completion, and I will ask you, before school, Olivia likes to make what with her little brother, who? And that's a completion where the child will complete the sentence. And then as you continue, I'm not going to be able to read the whole story to you guys, but I'm going to just give you an example. So basically, as you continue, right here on this page, you have, after a nice breakfast, it's time to get dressed. And then for my recall, I may go to the next page and still read, Olivia has to wear this really boring uniform. But my question to you would be, what does Olivia do after she eats breakfast? That will be a recall that you would ask a child to continue to help build their vocabulary. And then today is Olivia's turn to tell the class about her vacation. Olivia always blossoms in front of an audience. So I'm going to ask the class a distancing question now. You do not have to go in order when using these crowd prompts. So my distancing question would be, tell me about your favorite vacation. That is a question that you would ask the child so you can help them relate to their own environment. And so, say for instance, someone has not been on a vacation. You may say, well, tell me your favorite thing to do, just so that child can be able to relate to their environment. Then I have a why question. But when we got to the circus, all the people were out sick with ear infections. So now my questions to the class would be, where were all the circus people? Why were all the circus people out? And then the students may respond and say they were sick. Well, what were the students sick with? And then you can say an ear infection. Now, at that time, you could also go into the peer prompts, because you may prompt the child to ask them, do you know what an ear infection is? And then you can go into expanding and evaluating on that, so the child will actually know what an ear infection is. And like I said, this is a wonderful book if you ever want to read it. But I'm going to just go to the end right here where it says, how was school today, darling? Olivia's mother asked as usual. Fine, says Olivia. What did you do? Asks her mother. And so now for that, I have an open-ended question. And with that open-ended question, I ask, tell me your favorite thing to do at school. And that's an open-ended question, because basically all the answers would be a different answer. This is using these prompts, so like I said, will actually help the child expand on their vocabulary. It actually helps the child learn new words and the understanding of what they're saying. And it also helps them to not be shy, but, maybe speak out. But basically, that is how you use crowd prompts. But like I said, most importantly, you have to always remember to be prepared when you're reading with children. You also have to be aware of the child. Let the child tell the story. You are engaging with the child. The child is basically the one that you need to go off of. And you also just understand that you just need to have fun with the story. And the child would have fun as well.